There is a quiet grief moving beneath modern life. Many people feel it without knowing how to name it. A sense of disconnection that persists even amidst comfort, stimulation, visibility, and constant communication. A feeling that something essential has been lost, though few can identify precisely what disappeared. Not material abundance. Orientation. Modern life offers unprecedented access to information, yet many feel inwardly unanchored. Human beings move faster than ever while becoming increasingly uncertain where they are going, why they are exhausted, or what any of it ultimately serves. The result is a peculiar form of homelessness, not physical, existential. There was a time when civilizations organized life around symbolic meaning. Architecture reflected cosmology. Ritual marked the passage of existence. Beauty carried metaphysical weight. Nature was experienced not merely as resource, but as revelation. Human beings understood themselves as participants within a larger order, extending beyond the individual self. This did not eliminate suffering, but it gave suffering context. Modern civilization gained immense technological power, while gradually weakening many structures that once oriented consciousness. As these structures eroded, life became increasingly fast, visible, productive, and psychologically fragmented. Information expanded, meaning weakened. And the psyche adapted poorly to this imbalance. Many now live surrounded by stimulation, yet deprived of depth. Endless consumption replaces contemplation. Identity replaces essence. Visibility replaces belonging. Expression multiplies while inward life becomes thinner. The nervous system remains constantly occupied, yet rarely restored. This is why so many people feel exhausted in ways rest alone cannot repair. The fatigue is deeper. A civilization that loses symbolic depth eventually produces individuals who feel inwardly displaced from existence itself. And so people search through achievement, through relationships, through aesthetics, through self-reinvention, through endless distraction, through ideologies, through visibility. Not because they are weak, but because the human being cannot endure meaninglessness indefinitely. The psyche requires something larger than productivity and survival. It requires continuity, beauty, ritual, silence, belonging, metaphysical orientation. Structures capable of holding existence across time. Without these, life begins to feel psychologically improvised. Everything becomes immediate, nothing becomes sacred. Perhaps this is why so many quietly long for spaces that feel timeless, contemplative, beautiful, ordered and deeply human, not out of nostalgia alone, but because something ancient within consciousness remembers that life was never meant to feel spiritually disposable. And perhaps the real question is no longer merely how to survive modern life, but what must be restored within consciousness so life regains depth again.